Hello, my name is Emma Gottlieb, and I'm going to show you how to download and update the firmware on your Quasar Science fixtures. This is also going to work for any new CRMX updates. For any updates that happen between Quasar firmware versions, you're going to need to use the CRMX Toolbox app, but this will at least get you pretty semi-regularly CRMX updates as well as firmware updates. So first we're going to go to quasarscience.com, and over here on the support page you're going to find the majority of the information that you need. So we have downloads and firmware here. We're going to go over to firmware. And in firmware, the current firmware is 0.9b. This will vary depending on when you're watching this video, but the instructions remain pretty much the same no matter what firmware we're on. So we're going to click download the latest firmware, and then you're going to fill in this information and then download the file. So I'm going to quick fill this in and download it, and then we're going to go to the next step. Next, we are going to plug in our USB-C thumb drive. I'll show you a little later in the video which one I prefer, but we're going to just make sure that we're formatted to FAT32. Mine is already formatted to that, but I'm just going to show you how we do it anyway. We're going to click Erase, and this is for Mac instructions, but you should be able to do this on a Windows machine as well. We're going to click MS-DOS FAT32, which is what the Quasar tubes prefer. And then we're going to click Erase. Make sure that you don't have anything on here that you don't want erased, obviously. Next, we're going to open up the file that I had you all download from the Quasar Science website. This is the 0.9b file. So we're going to copy these three files, not the readme.txt. That's just for instructions. The text instructions is what I'm going to show you here. We're going to take these three, and we're going to copy them into the root directory of our thumb drive. So now when we go to the thumb drive, they're not in a folder, they're just in the root directory, and you want these three files, and then we can start actually updating our fixtures. Okay, so next we are going to take our thumb drive here. This is a SanDisk thumb drive. This is the one that I think we find that a lot of the Quasar tubes prefer. The lower the gigabyte count, the better for some reason. So this one's a 64 gig. It was the lowest I could buy at the store, but our engineers do recommend like an 8 or 16 gig if you can get your hands on one, but I haven't had any issues with this. So this is the thumb drive that I dropped everything on, and they come in different colors. I picked pink. So this instruction is going to work for any of the Quasar fixtures in the double rainbow or rainbow 2 line. So I have a 2-foot double rainbow here. So I'm going to click on, I gotta turn it on. Okay, now we're booting up. So we're going to step to the left, and we're going to jump into the config menu, and then we're going to step to the left a few times. As you can see, we're already on 0.9b, but that's fine. We're just going to reload the firmware so you can see what it's like. We're going to step to the left again, hold update firmware, hold to enter. We're going to hold the check button there and have the bootloader come up. We're going to take our thumb drive with the three files in the root directory, and we're going to stick her in there. And then as you'll see, the tube finds the thumb drive, it updates the firmware, and then it reboots the tube. I always prefer to do this with the tubes reset to factory default, and then if you keep it in for a few seconds after it updates, then it looks for the CRMX file. This one's all up to date, but it will show a progress bar for updating the CRMX file. And then that is how you update your Quasar fixtures, and you just repeat that for every single tube down the line.